Dr. Douglas, on Wednesday night you were in talks with the Premier and you said you'd probably die an LNP member. By Thursday you'd announced your resignation from the party. How did things deteriorate so quickly?
Well, I think that there were a number of things that happened. I still think the most probable thing is I will die an LNP member. I think this current leadership team will be expunged and will go, and then ultimately there'll be some sort of a structural realignment, and we'll resume normality of democracy here in Queensland.
The Premier says his team is galvanised and united behind him, though. Is that not the case?
The Premier does not believe in teamwork. The Premier talks about teamwork, he does not practice it. He also talks about loyalty, but he thinks you need to write it down and be pledged and to be terrified into it. You earn loyalty, you earn respect, and you set good examples. He is the first amongst equals. This is not a one-person team directing and saying everything and saying you will agree or else. It doesn't work that way.
Would you join Clive Palmer's party if he sets one up?
Well, it's possible I could, but equally I'd like to think that I could maybe create something that's based on what is really LNP values. I was on the LNP Standing Policy Committee for a long time. I'm a strong believer in having policy developed internally by resolutions of members and then working them through. I can't see anything wrong with that process, and in fact I believe, you know, my wife's a very skilled administrator in party machine. We've got over 30 years experience in that sort of stuff within the party. We could easily do this very quickly and demonstrate that we could run what is an orderly party machine and do so successfully and build it to the point where you could actually win elections.
Is that something you're seriously considering, setting up an alternative political party?
Well, absolutely. Well, my wife is a very skilled politician in her own right. She's currently stepped off the council, but when she was on the executive of the National Party, which then became the LNP, I mean, she's done all the major roles and been the vice president of the party, done members, you name it, she's done it. And she knows most of the methods.